everybody, this is Lisa Grunden coming to you live from my office in Wisconsin, Madison, and I wanted to talk to you today about a rut. Has anybody ever been stuck in a rut? Have you ever walked a path that was so well worn that if you tried to walk in any other space, it didn't work really well? You could only go in that same exact space. And you know, we call these things stuck in a rut. Have any of you ever used that term, or was it just me? And stuck in a rut where, let's see, I'm eating the same kind of food every day, doing the same kind of exercises, the same kind of entertainment, you know, having the same conversations, and you know, just thinking the same thoughts that I was maybe thinking yesterday or the day before, and the day before that, the day before that, and the year before that, and that and that and whatever else. And you know, what kinds of things might you do to not be stuck in a rut? Does anybody have any ideas? If you have some ideas, great, share them with me. I took down a couple of notes, and so I'm just going to say, did you know that, well, I'm right-handed, and sometimes I switch and use my mouse for my computer with my left hand instead of my right hand, and my brain has to do all of this rewiring in order to make this happen, and it's really difficult at first to use the mouse with my left hand instead of my right. And then after using it for like a week or 2 weeks that way, it then becomes, when I switch back to my right hand, it becomes very different. So try doing some kind of activity in a different way than you usually do it. Like if you eat with your right hand, eat with your left hand, and so on. How you brush your teeth, how you wash your face, all of those kinds of things. Just try and change it up a little bit. And this one you've heard before. Everybody talks about it, and everybody talks about it because it works. List 10 things that you are grateful for, and don't just like write them down, and don't like whisper them. Say them out loud with a big smile on your face. And they can be, I am so grateful that I had the perfect hamburger at lunch today. I'm so grateful that the sun is shining on my face today. I am so grateful that I had the best night's sleep last night. I am so grateful that my drive to work today was really uneventful. I am so grateful that I received the best customer service at Starbucks today. I am so grateful that the grass is so green and growing so tall, and I'm so grateful that all those dandelions are all over those place because I remember when I was a kid and I used to blow on them. Do you see? You can make anything. It doesn't have to be a huge thing that you can be thankful for. It's just anything. Just look around. You can find 10 things really easily. I'm so grateful I woke up this morning. I was so grateful I got dressed this morning. I was so grateful that my day is over. I'm so grateful that the work day is over. I'm so grateful that my bed is comfortable. Do you see the energy that this happens with? And I tell you, amazing things happen about those ruts in our lives when we list some things that we are grateful for. And sometimes, you know, sometimes too, we can just say, you know, I wonder what's on the other side of that rut. It's just kind of like there was once a book called The Grass is Always Greener on the Other Side of the Septic Tank, I think. That was a book back out in the 70s, I think that book was. Because we always think that it's bad or somewhere else. And so what if we just asked ourselves, I wonder what's on the other side of that rut. I wonder what's on the other side of that rut. And get really curious about it. Maybe even go check, because it might be something amazing. And, you know, how different might it be if the thought always was that, you know, it might be something amazing that's over there. It might be something amazing. I know, I am the crazy sassy redhead, and this is how I live my life. And let me tell you, amazing things happen in my life because I do this kind of stuff all the time. My husband says my life is incredibly charmed. That's how he describes it anyway. And what if you called the rut a really cool, amazing place? I guess that's kind of just what I just talked about. Is what if we called it a really cool, amazing place where we got to, I don't know, get in touch with our inner brilliance. We got to see something different. You know, when we go outside, I always remember that when my son was a little boy, And I always thought he was going to grow up to be a scientist, because on walks with him, we had to literally stop and smell every flower. He'd look at every flower up really, really closely, and he just noticed all kinds of things that I just didn't pay attention to when I was out there on the walk. I was too busy trying to get some exercise and trying to, get the deep breathing going, build up some cardio, make sure that my heart rate was elevated, and all that kind of stuff. And when I got to walk with him, I would see totally different things. And so what would happen if you just kind of looked around at the same old that's going on all the time, and just maybe notice something different about it? A different flower, the flowers that are blooming right now. I don't know, the color that somebody bothered to paint their house. There's this house that, on a place that I go to a couple times a week, there's this house that I pass. And I love this house because it's painted bright yellow. It has bright pink stairs. And there's all these kinds of flowers just growing amazingly. And I always think to myself that someday I should just knock on the door, because there must be a really cool, amazing person who lives there. And boy, wouldn't I like to get to know her. I guess that's a judgment on my part. I assume it's a woman. I actually assume that she's kind of older too. Anyway, so look around when you're stuck in that rut, because there's life all around us. Really, seriously, truly, there's life all around us. And maybe that rut is having a particular feeling about a person or something like that. And all I got to do is just find 1, 2, 3 things to like. Oop, there's 3 fingers. Or if you're in Europe, it's 3 fingers like this. There's always something really amazing to like about them. That it's, maybe the color of the hair, maybe they got a really cool outfit, a really cool car. It's, finding things to appreciate. And we're stuck in a rut. And let me tell you, I do this kind of stuff all the time, and amazing things continue to unfold in my life, both financially, client-wise, friendship-wise, the things that I co-create with others and the things that I create on my own. I mean, it's amazing what happens when we look for things to find pleasure with, when we look for reasons to inspire, to motivate, to get happy, to get excited, to praise, those kinds of things. And from Access Consciousness, I learned this really cool statement that I say 10 times in the morning when I wake up, and 10 times before I go to sleep at night, which is, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. I'll write that down in here. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. So what might your life be like if you looked around and you noticed just one thing different in your life? Go out on a walk in the other direction. Smile at somebody that perhaps you've just met, or that someone that you've seen several times that day, and just say, hey, what really cool thing happened in your life today? You'll be amazed at what you get to hear. So remember, you're not stuck in a rut. You're not stuck in a rut at all. You just are sitting there on the brink of something amazing happening in your life. So if you like this video, please share it with others and let me know what you think. I'd like to know what you think about it. Swipe from the left to see who's viewing. Wow, cool. How awesome is that? I still can't see who's viewing the video. But hello, I'm so grateful all of you guys are out there. So grateful. And I really like hearts and likes and thankfulness flowers. So if you'd like to give me some of those, that would be really cool. So until tomorrow, or maybe later on today, this is Lisa. And no matter where today finds you, have a lot of fun. Bye-bye.